Thank you for logging on to this broadcast on wellscountyvoice.com. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have all had to experience social distancing. And this is true with high school sporting events. Our school administrators are doing their best to keep our kids, teachers, administration, and their families healthy. We are honored to be a part of the solution to contain and overcome this, as well as promote our student athletes. We wouldn't be able to bring this broadcast to you if it wasn't for our sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Please shop their businesses, use their services, and tell them thank you.
Tonight at the Castle, a conference championship on the line. Norwell comes in number 4, undefeated in the Northeast 8, taking on a resurgent New Haven Lady Bulldog team in what should make for a tremendous night of hoops here on a Friday night at the Castle. Alongside Alex Howard, Megan Miller, our tremendous crew, Derek Decker here tonight as Norwell looking for their 3rd Northeast 8 conference title since the conference was conceived. They're going for 10 overall. They won 6 in the NHC and 1 in the ACAC, throwing it way back. But tonight, this is against a New Haven team that has not had a winning season since at least 1999, but they're darn close. 7-7 right now, a much better team. And even though they went 4-19 last year, Alex, a team that led Norwell in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this is a team that gave Norwell fits last year. Just kind of felt like they kind of hung around. They even gave Norwell a scare, but yeah. And this year, it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Not an incredibly deep New Haven team.
Not at all.
This year, but it'll be interesting to see how they run with Norwell.
Yeah, this is a team that really pretty much plays 5. I mean, that's basically what's going on until they get in foul trouble. But this is a team that normally does a pretty good job of that. Myquisha Bratton is in her 2nd season and has led the resurgence a little bit. Even though they went 4-19 last year, you could tell they were getting better. This is not a group that would lose significant blowout games. Their defense was pretty good. Offensively, they've come a long way this year as well. They're averaging close to 50 points a game, which would be close to a program record if they're able to keep pace with that, and most of that on the backs of Kayla Williams and of Arcia Nard.
Yeah, Coach Bratton's really turning this program around and doing it her way. Starting with defense, like you said, they're keeping things closer than they had in the past. And, finding 1 or 2 girls that you can kind of lean on in the whole rebuilding process is key, especially for a program like New Haven. So it's good to see Coach Bratton kind of getting what she likes and working on the defense.
New Haven has only defeated Norwell 1 time in the last 17 tries. Last year, Norwell won 60-42 on the road, but as I mentioned, closed with a big run to hang on there. And, of course, Norwell would go on to stay would win the conference title along with Columbia City. Tonight, you're listening to the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Billy Ann Supper Pub is located in downtown Bluffton, and it's your local choice for Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. Billy Ann Supper Pub located in downtown Bluffton. A red-hot 4-game winning streak for New Haven. We'll talk more about that on the other side on wellscountyvoice.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company. Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Just a few minutes away from tip here in Ossian tonight. 7-7 New Haven trying to pull the upset and prevent Norwell from a share of the conference title here tonight, although Norwell can clinch a conference share with either a win tonight or tomorrow afternoon in Kendallville. Let's talk a little bit more about New Haven. This is a team that has a winning record on the road at 4-2. That was the one thing last year where, yes, they were 4-19, talk about getting close, but they really struggled on the road. 1-11 in true road games, and then 0-3 in neutral site games, so only one game away from their home floor last year that they were able to win, and obviously coming into what would normally be a hostile environment at the Castle, but still a tough place to win. Norwell has only lost once on the girls' side in the last 2 years here.
Yeah, and anywhere you go on the road in the NEA, it's tough.
Yeah.
And you gotta be able to do it. You gotta be able to go to Leo, to East Noble, to Huntington North, and pull off victories. So the fact that they're getting better at that at New Haven, shows are growing.
Yeah, and we talk about that all the time. We are so privileged to be in this conference. And I think there's some you could put this conference's gyms and the environments that they create up against just about any other in the state, and it'd be hard-pressed to find a tougher conference to win on the road.
Right. I mean, you go over to Huntington North and the size of their gym and how packed it can be, and then you go up to East Noble and kind of how close everything is there, and the band's right there. And you go, that's 2 different gyms, but the atmosphere can just be so electric in there sometimes. And you can't almost compare it to a night at the Castle, which is with a packed Castle, and it's just electric in here sometimes.
No doubt about it. Unfortunately, that's not the case, obviously, here tonight or anytime in the near future, but we hope to continue to open things up again. I know Athletic Director Kelby Waybright talking about hopefully getting back to the 25% capacity for sectional. A little preview there. Those are all going to be single sessions, so they'll be a little bit different than in the past. You're only going to be allowed to come into one of those games, so we'll have more information on that as we get closer to the sectional, but we're really not that far away. The tournament draw coming up on Sunday night, and a lot of socially distanced watch parties and things like that going on, but always a fun night and signifying the start of something that could be truly special for this Norwell team.
Yeah, it's always an exciting time just to see kind of where you're at and how you're stacking up against, competition that you've seen during the season. We schedule sectional teams. Norwell schedules sectional teams in their schedule to begin with anyway, so you've seen these teams before. And so then you get to see, you kind of can start to draw the bracket out in your head.
Yeah, and worth noting, Norwell has not lost to a 3A team this year, so that is very telling. They've beaten 10 of them, all 10 of them that they've played. Their 3 losses coming to 4A powerhouse teams in Fishers, Mount Vernon, and Carroll. So still a lot to go here, and Coach Thornton's talked about after all 3 of those losses, it doesn't detract from their goals. Their goals are still very much in sight, and the 2 main ones are to win a conference title and win a sectional title, and those are still very much within reach, and one of those is attainable here tonight. Yeah,
they've set themselves up well to really just control their own destiny as far as conference goes, and honestly sectionals, the way they've stacked up against 3A teams. Sectional, regional, the height is kind of what this team decides it is. So Coach Thornton set his team up very well, and so does the senior group.
Quick preview as we wrap up the Billing and Supper Pub pregame show. Quick preview for tomorrow night here, or tomorrow's day on The Voice. We've got a packed schedule for you. Be live at East Noble. That's a 12:30 girls tip, but it'll be audio only as East Noble's running a pay-per-view service. So we'll be audio only. We'll be there. And then we'll also be live from New Haven tomorrow night as the boys take on the Bulldogs for a conference battle, one of the best teams in the NE8. Norwell still searching for their first Northeast 8 conference victory on the boys' side this year. So we're going to take a break during the national anthem. We'll come back with starters and the tip on The Voice.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
And welcome back. Let's join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for tonight's starting lineups.
Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's varsity contest, beginning with the visiting New Haven Lady Bulldogs. Starting at the guard, a 5'4" senior number 4, Shania Freeman. Starting at another guard, a 5'1" senior number 12, Tamara Wade. Starting at the other guard, a 5'3" freshman number 33, Kaylin Ortiz. Starting at forward, a 5'8" senior number 20, Marcia Nard. And starting at the other forward, a 5'9" senior number 35, Kayla Williams. The head coach for the Lady Bulldogs in the second season is Myquisha Bratton. And here is the starting lineup for your Norwell Lady Knights. Starting at a guard, a 5'6" senior number 30, Lauren Bales. Starting at another guard, a 5'6" senior number 24, Haley Finley. Starting at another guard, a 5'5" junior number 12, Mackenzie Tolliver. Starting at the other guard, a 5'9" senior number 22, Maya Shelton. And starting at the forward, a 6'1" sophomore number 35, Skylar Thomason.
And once again, those starters for New Haven, it's Freeman, Wade, Nard, Ortiz, and Williams for head coach Myquisha Bratton. Second season, 11-26 at New Haven. And for Norwell, it's Mackenzie Tolliver, Maya Shelton, Kaylee Filling, Lauren Bales, Skylar Tomaszek for head coach Eric Thornton. 382 and 175 in his 24th season here at Norwell. Keith Mullenkamp, Lynn Blevins, and Michael Fuqua are three officials here tonight at the Castle for a potential conference championship clinching victory if Norwell is able to come away with the win. Norwell comes into tonight ranked number 4 in Class 3A as they've kind of hovered around that top 5 mark all season long. And again, a team that had lots of trouble with New Haven last year. See if they can right the ship a little bit. I think a fast start always, helps you out, but I think is going to be important here tonight, especially for morale. Obviously, Norwell returned almost everybody from last year. Tip is won by New Haven as Kayla Williams wins the tip, and off we go from the Castle. New Haven starts with the basketball, and Norwell comes out, looks like in man, as we expect them to be for a good portion of the night. Not a quick offensive set, not a lot of movement with purpose here for New Haven, but driving to the bucket and throwing up a wild shot was Tamara Wade, and it goes out of bounds. So a less than ideal start for the Bulldogs. It's a 7-7 team, 4 straight wins for this for this New Haven team, including a signature win over Lures last week, 42-41. I'd venture to say their biggest win in the last decade at New Haven. Tremendous win. And Maya Shelton steps and pops for 3 to get the Lady Knights on the board. Oh, nice. Nice move by Kayla Williams inside. She averages a double-double, 16 and 10 for this New Haven squad, so obviously a leader for their ball club. And a turnover by the Lady Knights. In transition, way too hard off the glass was Freeman. Offensive putback no good as well. And Norwell with the basketball back. New Haven is applying backcourt pressure here tonight. Tolliver deep from 3 and hits again. Norwell has knocked down its first 2 threes, and they're on top 6-2. Immediate family only here at Norwell tonight, as that's thrown off the fingertips of Avarcia Nard. Checking in is Savannah Weekly, the 5'4" senior guard, and Kaylin Ortiz will take a seat. Shelton off the dribble drive, off the glass. That was way too easy for Shelton there, and it's tough to get energized when there's just almost nobody in the building, but New Haven has not come out with a lot of energy tonight, as Nard almost turns it over and now finally does. And Nard is a tremendous player. She had a heck of a game last year against Norwell, averages 14 points a game to go along with 8 rebounds, but has come out a little bit lackluster here on the road. Drive and kick to Filling. That is Norwell's first miss from distance. Pretty slow offense worked by the Bulldogs here on the road. Bales pokes it away. Tomasek comes up with a loose ball. And a tie-up will send it back to the Lady Knights.
Yeah, really not much going on for New Haven. Trying to get their offensive set going, but can't get past the Knights.
Nice dump off to Tomasek, but she was caught underneath the basket and then throws it into the third row.
Could say into the fans, but
well,
nobody behind the
we don't do those this year, which is real unfortunate. And really, I mean, right now you could technically say no true fans because it's just parents and siblings here tonight, so no just general community fans here. Norwell has had several games of those where they have had to have allowed fans when they were not in the red status. Boy, Weekly's having all kinds of trouble, knocked out of bounds. Stay with New Haven here in the purple and gold, but this is this has not been a great start for New Haven. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. This is not a team that appears to. They don't look like a team that's won 4 in a row. I mean,
right.
you'd think coming in here, you got a chance to play spoiler tonight, and they have just come out with 0. I mean, they've had the 1 bucket, and that's it. And it's just been their offense has just been all over the place, not really moving with a purpose. Obviously, Norwell doing what they do, which is spotting up for 3 and hitting it. Lauren Bales on the pass from Tolliver. And that's the third Lady Knight with the triple, and already a timeout burned by Myquisha Bratton. It's a full one. We'll take it along with her and be back on The Voice.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Derek Decker, Alex Howard, Megan Miller here in Aussie, and Alex Norwell just getting whatever they want offensively. And New Haven just hasn't really played with a sense of purpose when they've had the basketball. It's just been kind of all over the place, and they've really struggled to get a nice quality possession.
Yeah, they haven't really found the gaps in the 1-3-1, and even Norwell playing man, New Haven hasn't had really any movement.
And that continues despite the Myquisha Bratton timeout, and it's an easy pair for Lauren Bales. Bales has 5 to match Maya Shelton. Shelton coming off of a 30-point performance at Woodland, which is a career high for her. Her and Kaylee Filling both had career highs. Filling with 25. They combined for 55 of Norwell's 73 at Woodland on a rare Monday night contest. First foul on Mackenzie Tolliver. Norwell only turned it over 9 times in that game. And despite shooting only 5 of 16 from distance, Norwell was well above 50% inside the three-point line, and most of that was due to creating turnovers and getting fast break layups. That's where the bulk of Maya Shelton's points came in the second half. Tomasek might have gotten a piece. Apparently not, and well, here comes Mike Fuqua. It's not like we could hear anything that they're saying or not,
right.
But whatever. It's 13-2, and you
heard Mike like he was standing right next to me.
Right. And this is a really nice crew. Fuqua was one of our favorite guys to have around here at the Castle. Nice catch, but no finish inside for Avarsi Yanard. Kayla Williams tracks down the offensive rebound. And a runner that's not particularly close to going in, but a third chance, and Tamara Wade converts.
And that might be the challenge for Norwell, is just not letting New Haven put Norwell in this kind of glossed over rut. Well, just got to keep playing hard, and it's hard to play that hard when a team's kind of stagnant.
Tolliver from way downtown comes up long, but the rebound caroms out to Filling, and she's fouled on her way up. Got hit right across the arm by Avarsi Yanard. And kind of back to your point, Alex, that's been a pretty consistent point of emphasis for this Norwell team. Now, it is, and Coach Thornton will tell you the same thing, this is not Norwell's best rebounding team by any stretch. They really struggled at Belmont, even though they were able to come away with the win. It is just not a strength of this group, and Coach Thornton just trying to do what he can, but at the end of the day, this team is very undersized, and they are going to give up some offensive rebounds. That's just kind of how basketball works sometimes. That's the makeup of this group. And obviously, even though they got out-rebounded 16-4 on the O boards at Belmont, they're still able to come away with the victory. And I think that speaks volumes about where this team's at right now.
Right.
Norwell on top by double digits, as they have been for most of this first quarter. To the baseline it goes for Savannah Weekly, where she's way short. Filling collects the rebound, and Maya Shelton had nobody even close to her. And so Shelton has 7, and it's 17-4.
Nice steal.
Yeah, nice. Boy, Myquisha Bratton is just kind of befuddled at this point as Shelton gets another steal. And, you know, as New Haven does get it back here, this has been a consistent problem. Oh, nice take. That was Tamara Wade again. But this has been a consistent problem for the New Haven team. And right now they're showing a better response. But in the past, the problem for New Haven hasn't been not having the talent. It has been when things go wrong, they go very wrong very quickly.
Right, maybe that's the difference between 4 and whatever they were last year and being 500 this year is the fact that when things are going wrong, you kind of just, you know, dig your feet into the dirt and fight harder.
Well, this is a veteran group. Bales almost had her heels on the sideline and knocks it down anyway. Unlimited range showcased there by the senior. But this is a group in New Haven that starts 4 seniors and a freshman. So there's plenty of experience on this squad. Grace Bratmuller's into the game. She got a fingertip on that. Emily Todd is in as well, and she will convert on the left-handed layup. It's been amazing how easy some baskets have been in this first quarter. Norwell well on pace for the century mark here if the pace holds, although it almost certainly won't. +1 for Kayla Williams as she got slapped on her way to the rim. The foul on Bales. Williams is a 55% free throw shooter. She's got 2 baskets in this first frame. Southpaw puts up a one-handed foul shot that missed left. Bratmuller saved it right in, though, to Avarsi Yanard. So it's back down to 14. New Haven with 4 points on that trip. Tolliver the shot fake and steps in for a high-arcing mid-range. That is not her shot. We do not see Mackenzie Tolliver take very many mid-range shots, and that one kind of showcased why. Kennedy Filling is on for Norwell as well, and the step-in 3 for Kaylin Ortiz has New Haven back within 11. So just when you felt like Norwell was pulling away already, it felt like maybe for good. New Haven's back within a manageable number here. Bales again from the sideline. And the rebound off to Weekly. So New Haven can get this thing back down to single digits with a basket here. Nard draws contact, no call, and last touched by Kayla Williams. Bales is really working it forward. New Haven was a little bit slow getting back, but this is almost exclusively subs on the floor right now, except for Tolliver. Emily Todd will pull the trigger. Rebound fought for, and it bounces out to Tolliver. And Kennedy Filling kind of makes a silly pass, and Lauren Bales roots Savannah Weekly out of bounds, and that's her second foul. So Bales is likely off to the bench. Kaylee Filling will replace her. 12 seconds to go in this first quarter. We have not been short on points, but a lot of those have been the result of turnovers. Inbounds broken up by Kennedy Filling, but somehow Weekly picks it up in the backcourt. She's got to get moving, though. 5 seconds. The pass to Williams, the drive, the finish. Left-handed finish by Kayla Williams, and New Haven manages to score the last 7 points of the first quarter, and they're down just 9. So the Bulldogs are within reach here at the Castle, and we're back in just a moment on The Voice.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, C-A-T-H-I-E .Peterson@SteffenGRP.com.
Alex Howard, let's dissect that first quarter. I know you've got some comments about it. It was kind of a game of runs there in that first frame. New Haven is able to keep it close, and they're within 9, and to me, it's kind of hard to figure out how they've been able to do that because Norwell took control early. Since then, New Haven scored the last 7.
Yes, started real slow and sloppy for the Bulldogs. And then I felt like the Knights took advantage with some wide open shots. Were able to make a couple of threes there right at the beginning. And this thing kind of felt like it was going to be one of those Castle blowouts for the Knights. And New Haven honestly worked it back, just finally digging and aggressive to the rim. Williams with 3 really nice takes to the rim for her 6 points, and kind of sparked the Bulldogs' little comeback here.
And let's not kid ourselves. New Haven had a terrible start. I mean, everything was going wrong, but we were just talking about how what the response of this team was going to be, and knowing that they're 7-7 rather than 4-19, this kind of a response will get you some wins against some not so good teams. Obviously, Norwell's a top 5 3A team. A foul on the floor on New Haven, I think. Kayla Williams was at the feet of Kaylee Filling, and she does indeed pick up the foul. It is just the second on the Bulldogs. But, you can kind of tell with that 4 senior starting lineup for New Haven, this is a resilient bunch, and it's really good to see for New Haven, and it's always good for the conference to have a non-guaranteed win because that's also something we talk about so often. The better the bottom of the conference is that speaks to what the conference, what the strength of the conference is. And, oh, my goodness. You want to talk about range. Kaylin Ortiz has her second triple. She is New Haven's best three-point shooter at 32%, making it look better than that. And they're within 6 as Kaylee Filling goes off the window.
I think it's going to be important for the Knights here. Knights' success is really that aggressive take to the rim, especially if New Haven's given the space.
Well, we know this Norwell group is an offensive-minded team. It is on pace to potentially be the best-scoring Norwell team in program history. It's going to be real close. Shelton the finish. But New Haven has just had all kinds of problems stopping Norwell tonight. They only give up 52 points a game on the year, but Norwell's on pace for well more than that. The scoop by Wade comes up short. And Tomaszek had a good outlet pass there, but Kennedy Filling did not get her head turned around in time, and so it bounces out of bounds. New Haven will keep it in the front court. Savannah Weekly checks in for Tamara Wade. That's basically the 6 that they roll with. Actually saw more of Weekly than I thought we would in that first quarter. And this New Haven team just does not shoot it well from outside. That has been a pretty big weakness, 26% as a group. But the way Ortiz is shooting it right now, she's pretty much single-handedly keeping them in the game with the threes as New Haven turns it over again. And I think that's over and back. It is. Norwell's gotten a little careless here the last few possessions. Norwell going back to man as Tolliver gets fingertip on it. Talked about that in and out this year, how much of a benefit that can be for us listening on the broadcast. Of course, Alex as the Norwell 8th grade girls basketball coach and de facto under the direction of Eric Thornton. So it's very much a top-down program, as you know. Filling tried to finish with the left hand. Tomaszek, a strong rebound, and Norwell gets rewarded as Tolliver knocks down the three.
Yeah, nice rebound there by Skyla. And honestly, way to be strong with the ball and find Tolliver wide open on the wing.
It was a 2-on-1 as well. A good rebound there for Tomaszek. And her growth continues here at the varsity level. It has taken some time. There's no doubt about that, as we're 20 games in now. But she's grown, and not so much in the scoring column, but the way she rebounds and her ability to consistently stay out of foul trouble, which was a marking point in the first half of the season. She's done so much better in that department here since January, since the beginning of January. There was a late sub there. Todd was a little bit late getting to the table. The foul that time went on a varsity Ard. It is her second, but New Haven doesn't really have a sub to put in for her. Norwell's not a tremendously deep team either, although they easily won the JV game tonight in blowout fashion. 73-20 the final JV contest. No freshman game tonight, so I guess Norwell going for the sweep. Norwell's lead is a baker's dozen as the two teams trade turnovers. Weekly shoots over official Keith Mullenkamp and missed everything. Todd had it knocked away, but it'll go back to Norwell. We have Tamara Wade checking back in here for New Haven as Williams takes a seat, although I would venture to say that won't be a long break for Kayla Williams. Todd rims it in and out. Tomaszek calls timeout on the baseline, and that's a good one to use. Obviously, Norwell hasn't had to use any timeouts here tonight. Almost halfway through the second quarter, and we'll take another break and return after this 30-second timeout.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniels Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
4:25 to go in the first half. Norwell leading New Haven 31-18. And let's kind of talk about our sectional preview here a little bit. Sectional 23 is here at the Castle this year, which obviously is an advantage anytime Norwell is able to host it. But Norwell, I think, Alex, as we've seen every team in the sectional this year, I would think it's pretty fair to say Norwell is a pretty good favorite. Belmont gave them all they could handle the other night, last Saturday, as Norwell stayed unbeaten. They won that game by 5 on the road, but I would definitely say Belmont is Norwell's biggest potential stumbling block in the first frame of the tournament.
Yeah, I feel like that's in most cases that's the case. That Belmont and Columbia City are the two that give Norwell the fits, and that's, you see them already once, and especially when you get into sectional and they have the time to make the adjustments based on the film from the first time, you see a lot tougher game. And again, Belmont and Norwell, the rivalry there, and Norwell and Columbia City, the rivalry there. It just means even more so in sectionals.
Yeah, and it's to me, and I know Columbia City never got over the hump against Norwell. It's a shame that Columbia City's not in the sectional anymore. Nice finish underneath by Kaylee Filling as she'll go to the line after the hoop and the harm. But again, it is normally a loaded sectional. This year, not so much the case. Obviously, you've got a winless Eastern team coming in. Eastern's only been in the sectional for 1 year prior to this one, and of course they'll be realigned again next season as Filling completes the three-point play. But then past that, we should have some fantastic regional games. I mean, we're talking about potentially, at least by the Sagarin ratings, you could have 4 top 10 teams in that Belmont regional.
Yeah, and you want to talk about, loaded regionals, it kind of brings you back to my senior year where we went over to Columbia City for that regional, and High Heritage Christian, Concordia, and I believe maybe Northridge
Tippy
or
Valley.
Tippy Valley.
Yep.
And you had 4 teams that were ranked within top 15.
Oh yeah.
In Class 3A, and it was loaded. So it's, you know, you walk away feeling like, well, we're one of the best teams in the state, and we got bounced and
it wasn't even close
in the morning game of regional.
Right, and that is the shame about what goes on, and obviously that's going to be the case this year in the sectional at Garrett, where there's Garrett, Concordia, and Angola, who could all legitimately make a good case to win lots of sectionals in this state, and 2 of them are not going to make it through.
Yeah, which is just crazy. It's the luck of the draw this year, and teams in the north are very good this year.
Well, Kennedy Filling knocked down a 3 on the last possession. Shelton rimmed that one in and out. Savannah Weekly trying to run the floor for the Bulldogs. Tomaszek is able to break that pass up. Kennedy Filling just calmly dribbling through traffic. Bales from the deep corner. And New Haven the board. Really trying to push the pace, and it pays off this time as Avarsi Anard has their second bucket. It's back to a 17-point game, though, and it's just hard to have read the margin in this first half. Shelton misses a 3. Norwell getting a little bit complacent now. And Myquisha Bratton takes another timeout. With that, we'll take it with her and be back on The Voice.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Minute 40 left in the second quarter. Norwell's on top 39-22, on pace for one of their best offensive outputs of the season. New Haven has had some difficulty stopping Norwell, and a lot of that comes down to the fact that they have turned it over a lot in live ball situations. And we know as good as any team, that's maybe Norwell's biggest strength is creating live ball turnovers and getting runouts.
Yeah, they want to speed teams up, and they're really, really good at it, especially with their 1-3-1 defense, and even in man, you know, they're very quick to get up on you.
Savannah Weekly has her first basket. That one a 3. And New Haven has hung around. They've made 3 threes in this first half, and that's above their average. Bales is left wide open. Norwell has really not shot it well in this second quarter from distance. They were much better in the first quarter. They've missed 4 in a row from out there now. And Bales will key it in after the ball was knocked out of bounds.
New Haven actually shot a little zone there before the ball went out of bounds.
And they have packed it in a little bit more. They're trying to force Norwell to beat them up from outside. And so far here in the back half of the second quarter, it's worked until then, as Norwell finds the gap in the defense and Brattmuller scores from the left side. Williams and a good seal underneath by Avarsi Yanard as Emily Todd couldn't get around her. Going the other way, Kennedy Filling off to the line. Not very many fouls in this first half. That's just the 5th on New Haven, 3 on Norwell. Tamara Wade picks up her first. And the 67% shooting Filling is at the line. Tolliver returns for the Lady Knights as Bales takes a seat. Filling goes 1 for 2. Rebound to Freeman for New Haven. Freeman's been on the floor pretty much the entire game, but really hasn't done all that much. Hasn't touched the ball much. Hasn't scored. Thought about taking a 3 there. She's just a 13% shooter from out there. Not enough English for Tamara Wade. Mueller outlets to Todd. 3 seconds. Filling, steps in for a mid-range ahead of the buzzer and overshoots it. And the first half will come to an end. Norwell is taking care of business here on their way to a clinching of a conference share here tonight at Norwell. We're back in a minute with the halftime show. Here sponsored by Ossian State Bank on WellsCountyBoys.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Ossian State Bank takes great pride in supporting our local basketball programs. We are the only community bank headquartered in Wells County. We've had the same name and downtown location for over 108 years. Ossian State Bank has given in excess of $1 million of contributions back to the community. We are locally owned and operated by many of your friends and neighbors. Stop in soon to see what makes Ossian State Bank so special. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. IPT has been a trusted part of your community for over 32 years. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246.
Back we are at the Castle. Derek Decker, Alex Howard, Megan Miller here tonight as Norwell is well on their way to clinching a share of the Northeast 8 for the third time and the 10th time overall in 3 different conferences in program history. But tonight it's been the story of live ball turnovers, creating shots in transition, and shooting at a good percentage early in the game despite trailing off from distance late.
Yeah, Norwell came out real strong. They took advantage of some very weak passes by New Haven and some very sloppy.
They just didn't come out with a lot of energy.
Play. No, they did not. But after the timeout by Coach Bratton, New Haven kind of picked up the pace a little bit, and Norwell kind of sank down a little bit, and that's kind of why the gap closed there before Norwell kind of opened it back up with some more inside looks, which is where I think this team can start, is by, being aggressive to the basket. Then it opens up more lanes for Bales and Tolliver to shoot those deeper threes.
Yeah, I think that's right. But on New Haven's side, pretty balanced scoring in that first half. Kayla Williams getting the lion's share of the points with 8 of them. But Kaylin Ortiz kept them in the game with a couple big threes. They're out shooting what they normally would from distance. And part of that, they've gotten some open looks out there. Norwell has been late just a couple of times rotating over.
Yeah, Norwell scrambled a couple times just over-helping or getting too packed in there. But honestly, Kayla Williams has taken it to the rim almost at will at times.
Oh, yeah.
And, had a nice couple of, Euro steps there to create some space around the rim. And really just late help sometimes by the Knights. Just kind of lackadaisical defense at times. Not really pay attention to what's going on. And again, I think part of that has to do with just how much of a sloppy, slow start New Haven had. Norwell kind of sat down in that and said, okay, this is kind of how it's going to be tonight. But then New Haven turned it on, and that's when Kayla Williams turned it on, is when New Haven started turning it on.
This is the Ossian State Bank halftime show here on Wells County Voice. Ossian State Bank has been your local bank for over a century with 2 locations, one in downtown Ossian and the other on the north end of Bluffton. We'll take another break and return with the third quarter and more here on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 4672440. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Are you taking the first step towards a healthier you? Or are you just tired of the same workout? From beginners to fitness veterans, the Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is the place for you. We offer a full range of workout equipment, personal trainers, certified instructors, a full line of classes, an indoor pool, and so much more. Have peace of mind when you work out with childcare available. The Greater Fort Wayne YMCA is so much more. Join today. Visit fwymca.org. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company.
Welcome back to the Castle. Just about set to get the third quarter underway. Derek Decker alongside Alex Howard and Megan Miller here tonight. Norwell is looking to clinch a share of the conference title in the Northeast State for the third time, 10th in program history, 6 back in the old NHC, and the 1 in the still functioning ACAC. Norwell comes out turning it over on its first possession, and the Lady Knights with its starters on the floor, as does New Haven. But you kind of get the feeling that you want a good start because, again, this is a similar, although Norwell has had a bigger lead in this game, it's kind of similar to how the game unfolded last year where New Haven was able to hang around, eventually made a little bit of a run, and gained the lead late in the game before Norwell closed the ball game on a tremendous run to survive the loss to New Haven. Filling crying for a foul, but Keith Mullenkamp thought it was mostly ball. Tough to see from here, although you didn't hear a slap or anything, so.
Yeah, and I think that's just a shot Filling has to take right away because that's
right.
Exactly what the offense is designed to do is get her that shot.
If Shania Freeman starts throwing in threes, Norwell's going to have some trouble here in this second half. Freeman is a 13% three-point shooter, but fourth made three for the Bulldogs here tonight. Tomaszek makes a halfway errant pass. It's hauled in by Bales, and Norwell will continue their offensive set. Tied up, though, on the floor by Tamara Wade, and New Haven forces another turnover.
That pass to the middle was open way before that, and that's just a late pass for Norwell. It just can't happen.
Well, we're really close to a timeout here.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel it brewing. And this has been a consistent problem. You can see Coach Thornton's kind of starting to boil already. But it's been a consistent problem starting halves. And he's kind of talked about that all year. You know, what's the solution to that? And that's a hard thing to figure out. Like, what do you say to your team to say, we got to get after it here to start the first 2 minutes of each half?
Yeah, it's especially hard with the zone, when the team's playing a zone, because but the way this offense is, you know, you like to call a set play off of, you know, your dribble drive offense to kind of get you a nice, quick, easy bucket off of some good movement, kind of get that rhythm, those juices flowing early. But against zone, it's so hard because you're going to have to sit in it and see, you know, how tight they're playing it.
Ooh, that was in and out. Freeman almost had another one.
It's amazing how close that got.
Yeah, it was. Tolliver just kind of rammed into Savannah Weekly and lost the handle. And Williams comes up with the loose ball, and she attacks. Missed it, but cleaning up the miss was Freeman. And then a block, and then a foul. Kayla Williams, the foul as we're going back the other way. First foul of the second half. Neither team's been in any kind of foul trouble here tonight. It's been a very free-flowing game to this point. A lot of turnovers, and I don't think we talked about that at halftime, but I believe there were 22 combined turnovers in the first half, unofficially.
Very unofficially.
But, you know, the deal is when you're unofficial, usually the turnovers are a couple low. I mean, that's usually what happens to me. You zone out or you're talking about basketball, and you miss a couple, just the way it goes. Although Norwell's not been short on him in this third quarter. Nice pass underneath the Weekly. A better recovery by Tomaszek, but Weekly got the offensive rebound. Williams, a one-handed shot that hit the bottom of the backboard. Filling takes it to the rim, but comes up short. Kicked out of bounds by Savannah Weekly, so it'll stay with the Navy and gold. Bratmuller checks into the game for the Lady Knights as Tomaszek will take a break. Had a couple of blocks in that sequence to open things up in this third quarter. Inbounds comes to Shelton. Maya attacks and gets the deuce and the foul.
Yeah, nice strong take there by Maya. Through the contact. Nice touch around the rim.
13th point for Shelton.
And that's going to be really nice for Bethel to have next year.
Yeah, I would say so. She's usually a pretty good free throw shooter too, 78%, but she missed that one. A wild shot inside by Tamara Wade. It squirts out to Freeman. And they're going to get a chance for a three, and it's short again. Ortiz got a good look at it. Another putback basket for Avarcianar. Tolliver's free, and she hits. It is really unlimited range for Mackenzie Tolliver, and she has a dozen here tonight. 4 threes by my count, and Coach Eric Thornton uses a timeout. It's a 30. We'll break and be back in a moment. Norwell up 18 here as they're closing in on a share at the conference. Norwell is still undefeated this year, 5-0. They've not gone through conference slate undefeated too many times in their conference championships, and they've also only won a handful of times outright, and they've got a good chance to do that, as they'll be good favorites on the road. Although Kendallville, again, we talk about going on the road in this conference. That's a very difficult place to win, and outstanding circumstances as well, as Norwell playing in a back-to-back and an 11 a.m. JV tip, kind of out of the bounds of normalcy on what would normally happen for the Lady Knights. Pace still out of control here at times, but Kaylee Filling will miss the three off the heel. Avarcianar the rebound. New Haven pushes pace once again. Nard has it knocked away by Kennedy Filling on her way to the bucket. Myquisha Bratton can't believe there wasn't a foul there. Norwell is still without a foul in this second half, although New Haven's only racked up 2 halfway through the third quarter. Nard the inbounds to Weekly, and there's a bump by Kaylee Filling, who gives a little smile. Wow, that had zero chance of working for Avarcianar, and Norwell gets the basketball back. Chance to extend their lead to 20.
Nice extra pass.
Deep corner Bales. Bratmuller had nobody boxing her out, and she cleans up the miss. Tell you what, Tamara Wade has at times played out of control, but she's got a good motor. She works hard, really likes to push the pace. This New Haven team is not afraid to go quick. And then an offensive foul on the illegal pick from Avarcianar. It is the third on Nard. Emily Todd is into the game as Bales takes a seat on the socially distanced bench. The lead has slowly extended in the second half. Spot up 3 for Filling. That's the freshman Filling. The rebound to Wade. And how did that happen? Wade just kind of found it. I thought it was on the deck. She picked it up and threw it in.
Again, she's found ways just to kind of push the pace, get the ball low, get the ball deep, and made a couple of those type of shots.
Wade has her average of a half dozen. To the baseline they go with Tolliver, but there's a foul on Bratmuller on the floor. And that's one there where Tolliver, that's obviously the play that Norwell wants to run, but didn't really give a look at the pass to see if it was there. Just kind of threw it because it was in the rhythm of the offense, and it was an errant pass.
Yeah, that's where using your eyes to see what's really going on in front of you helps, instead of just assuming that just because it's in the flow of the offense and that's kind of the next pass to make.
Right.
No, you have to use your eyes and see what's going on and be able to react and just take the mid-range shot there. Whether it's your shot or not, you know, it's a wide open shot in basketball.
Inside it comes to Williams, guarded by Bratmuller, and Tolliver has the rebound. Savannah Weekly, a little bit too much contact coming up the floor. First on Weekly, fourth on the Bulldogs. Bales back in along with Tomasek. as Brett Mueller and filling checkout for Norwell. 18-point Norwell lead. They've been in a comfortable lead all night long and have not truly been challenged at many points here by the Bulldogs tonight, which surprised me. And Coach Thornton spoke very highly of New Haven coming into tonight, and he understood this is a team that's hot. They've won 4 in a row. And Tomasek, a nice finish as she goes hard off the glass and is able to bank it in. First basket for Tomasek here tonight. But this is a game for Norwell where I think they expected a little bit more of a challenge. But New Haven just did not come out with the energy, and the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game are the difference right now.
Yeah, that slow, sloppy start from New Haven kind of set this tone for their whole night.
The flip by Wade finds her own miss. And Williams goes off the glass, middle of the lane. Kayla Williams, the first Bulldog into double figures. Again, Norwell, we were talking about kind of continuing on their NBA schedule as they've got a afternoon game tomorrow night as Emily Todd steps inside the three-point line to hit her first bucket, or her second bucket.
Yeah, that's a very difficult shot, too.
It was. Todd obviously has the potential to be one of the 2 seniors next year. Not a starter on this Norwell team and a pretty deep bench player, but Mackenzie Tolliver will be a starter next year as well. A couple of misses there by Wade. Tomasek finally pulled it out of there, but then threw it away. But back to the tight schedule here for Norwell. This is the second time. Makes it double important. Back-to-back conference games are difficult the way it is on a Friday and Saturday night. But the fact that it comes with an hour-and-a-half drive and an 11 a.m. JV tip after playing on Friday night, that is as difficult, as unique as you're going to find, and it probably won't ever happen again. I mean, unless we get some snowstorm at some time. I mean, that's the only other time it usually happens during basketball season. But that kind of thing just does not happen often. But anything's possible in this COVID year.
Yeah, and again with this COVID year, Coach Thornton's trying to move his games up and trying to kind of eliminate that whole contact tracing thing from another team close to the tournament. And I feel like a lot of coaches are trying to do that. They're trying to move their schedules because they know, you get contact traced early, like your season can be done before it really even starts.
Well, we've come to the end of 3. One final quarter stands between Norwell and a share of the conference title. They lead by 20 on The Voice.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction.
You can contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 260-414-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Kathie, .Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Welcome back to the Castle, sitting outside of O-Town here on a Friday night. 56-36, Norwell on top of New Haven as they once again will start the final quarter with their starters on the floor. And Norwell is on cruise control here tonight. They have been able to dominate from start to finish. New Haven has made a couple mini runs but never really threatened and put this game in jeopardy. Nard will hustle down the floor after the Tomasek miss and throws up an out-of-control shot. Norwell will retaliate by pushing pace. But I cannot anticipate, even though Norwell is so good at speeding teams up, East Noble's very good at slowing you down. And I cannot anticipate this kind of a pace tomorrow afternoon in Kendallville.
Yeah, that might be a good thing, honestly, for this nice team coming off of a fresh game tonight is a little bit slower pace, run your set, and wow, it got quiet.
And talk while everybody's listening.
It's just weird in here with being able to do everything.
You never get used to this. You just don't. Kaylee Filling knocks down the pair. Norwell has its largest lead tonight at 22. I think back to your point, that's good for them, and they really felt that against Belmont, where it was a physical, grinded-out game. They're a physical team. They'll wear you down, and Norwell was able to, despite all the things, despite the getting out-rebounded, they were minus 16 in the rebound margin that night. Despite all those things, able to overcome that on the road in a hostile environment where they actually had some fans. It wasn't just family members. And they're able to come away with a win. And, again, this is just a group that knows how to get wins. And they do come ugly sometimes. But at this stage, there's 3 seniors on this group. As Williams shoves one in, there's 3 seniors that have started basically every game in their varsity career. And this is the year that it pays off. Tolliver finally misses one from deep. That's the first time she's missed from out there tonight. But that is kind of what this group has been playing for. And look, they've had the chances to be right there before. I mean, last year's group very easily could have won that game. They were a couple possessions away from going to the semi-state, and they beat down the team that ended up winning the state championship. So, you know, there's a lot of moving parts. But I think this Norwell group this year, based on what we've seen, only losing to 4A teams. They've had 2 teams take them to overtime in 3A. This is, in my opinion, their best shot just based on what the other teams might be. And the only reason that this is a better shot than 2016, where they were 23-3, program best 23 wins, was because they had Heritage Christian waiting for them in the regional. And if they hadn't been there, then that team was probably state championship caliber.
Yeah, I never quite lived that down that was my senior year, and having a lot of friends and stuff on the team, it was hard to go up to Columbia City knowing that Heritage Christian was waiting.
Yeah. Of course, I had mine in a little more heartbreaking fashion, as the final game I watched. Of course, you talk about watching high school careers end at Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium in Columbia City, and then the Teepee. That's 2 places that are tough to watch it go down as a person who came from Ossian.
Yeah, those are places you dread going to.
You do. They're great facilities.
Or you like to go to it because you know it's going to be happening. You know it's going to be a hostile environment.
It's those are 2 terrific rivals in the Northeast State for Norwell. Always have been. Columbia City has been kind of more recent rivalry over the past 9 or 10 years, and it really the rivalry does span across all sports, but it really began with girls basketball. Nice step through for Avarsi Yannard, and a quick timeout called by head coach Maiquisha Bratton. And with that, we'll hear from Mr. Shelton and be back in a moment.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Welcome back to the Castle. Norwell a 22-point commanding lead over New Haven. Getting late, 5:22 to go. Norwell has been in 100% control from the tip here tonight. Got out to a hot start, and Norwell rolling to their 3rd Northeast 8 title. They have been a dominant force in this league since it has been around. They have never finished lower than 3rd. They have just been that when the NHC went defunct and Homestead and Carroll were kicked out, went to the SAC, and of course the Northeast State brought in Huntington North and Leo. It was the start of a really good stretch. Now, Norwell was good before that. They won with Jessica Rupright a couple times back in the NHC. In fact, they won outright once. That was back in the days when recruiting was less prevalent across some of the bigger schools that it is now. And that's just the name of the game. And, you know, you can think of that whatever you want. You can think it's ugly. You think it's bad for high school, whatever it is. But that's just the plain Jane story, is that there is recruiting that goes on, and it doesn't break any rules. There's, it's not a problem. Those rules have been taken away a long, long time ago, as Kennedy Filling knocks down her second three of the night. But that's just kind of what that situation was at the time. There were some great Norwell Homestead games that always used to be an afternoon tip on a Saturday, and of course one of the more memorable plays in that, I guess overall games, was the Hannah Smith buzzer-beating three here at the Castle to beat Homestead, when obviously everybody thought Ruprecht was going to get the basketball. Emily Todd rims the three, no good. Rebound to Freeman. But there were some classic moments in the NHC. Miss having Homestead around. Obviously, it's a totally different story and program now. And Carroll even has exploded. Carroll is a tremendous ball club this year. We saw them in here, handed Norwell their first home loss in the regular season in over 1,100 days, and it wasn't even close. Carroll was in, you want to talk about being in complete control. There's one sister to another, as Kennedy Filling was way short on the three, and her sister Kaylee cleaned up the miss. 16 points for her. Grace Bratmuller into the game. Tomaszek to the bench with 4 minutes to go. And Norwell leading by 27. New Haven's going to see their 4-game winning streak come to an end, their most recent win over Heritage. They've got Angola coming up on Monday night, and then at Canterbury and at Columbia City to finish the season. Strong take by Avarsi Yenard. On the flip side, Norwell has East Noble tomorrow afternoon, then Jay County on Monday, and Lures here for a 6 o'clock tip, varsity only, Tuesday night. And that's it. Coach Thornton, you were talking about, Alex, that the concerns about going into contact tracing. I think you see that across a pretty wide swath of basketball across the state this year, just because you don't want to get caught in that and have your season come to an end on those terms. Bratmuller catches in the middle. Shelton turns. And Norwell being patient now. A lot of minutes tonight for Emily Todd. Mid-range for Shelton. 15 points coming off that 30-point performance at Woodland Monday night. Game Norwell won by 25. Norwell has not, for what it's worth. Oh, step back three for Kaylin Ortiz. But for what it's worth, Norwell has not shot very many free throws tonight. And actually, and part of that's just what this team's makeup is, as they're going to get a basket here. Kaylin Ortiz gets the steal in the bucket, and she's in the double figures. That was
her first 2 attempt there for Ortiz.
Yeah.
Everything else has been beyond the arc.
Coach Thornton getting some subs in, but apparently going to prolong the night by using a full timeout. We're back in a minute with 2:12 to go on the Voice.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, 2155 North Main Street, Bluffton, 824-9643.
Back here at the Castle with 2:12 to go. Norwell in complete control. Can really have fun when there's only 150 people in the building. I don't even know if there's that many tonight. We are really light here. We're joking around with Kelby Waybright tonight. I don't think we're anywhere close to capacity limit here tonight. Of course, it's just parents and siblings allowed here tonight. But again, we hope to have a few more fans. So if Norwell is able to do 25%, keeping the section that you see across from us behind the players, keeping that closed, they'd be able to have up to 425 fans if they're able to go to 25% capacity. And hope to have a good environment. This is, oh man, such a great tournament environment. I mean, you have seen some of the games in the past. Now, there won't be any high-profile matchups here in this sectional this year. Norwell will be the pretty clear-cut favorite in all the games this year, as Todd has half a dozen now. But sometimes you look in the past, Columbia City, as you mentioned, Belmont some years. Even Eastbrook had a couple good teams, a long deuce by Kayla Williams. But I just can't think of a better place to watch a tournament game. This is such a great environment. And if there hadn't been some conflicts on the boys' side, they'd give a bid at hosting regional every year, but there's an event that goes on here every season. But again, it's just such a great environment with fans, obviously. It's going to change this year, although, as we said, we hope that there are at least some fans in the building this season. Ticking down towards 60 seconds to go before Norwell is able to clinch a conference title.
And I think in past years, what makes this a great sectional venue is the fact that you have like that staired area upstairs where you can kind of clear out, in between games. So if you're a visiting fan and you just watch your team win and you want to watch the next game, you can kind of just sneak up to the top and let the new team fans kind of hustle in and settle in the lower section. And it kind of just gives a gym like a fuller feeling.
It does. And one of the things that I've always said is great about this gym, Haley Green and Annabelle Johnson are into the game for Norwell, along with Mackenzie Feast at the last break, and Annie Archbold's in there too to complement Emily Todd. I think what makes Norwell special is that you don't have this huge gap between sections. I mean, you still can't walk between them. You have to use the stairs on the side. Kayla Williams, another mid-range bucket, and she's got her average of 16. But the sections really are not very far away from each other. It's an intimate feel, even though it's a pretty big gym. Don't know if Norwell's going to take another shot here. We're down to 20 seconds. Lady Knights have an 18-point lead. Well, hard not to take that layup, although Archbold missed it. The rebound to Avarsi Nard. Inside of 10 seconds to go, Nard coast to coast will make this thing a little more respectable. And with that, Emily Todd will dribble out the clock, and the Norwell Lady Knights have clinched their at least a share of the third Northeast 8 Conference Championship, and it makes the 10th in program history. Norwell wins here tonight, 71-55. We're back in a moment to break things down with Coach Thornton and talk about stats and figures here on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummies, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic in Bluffton. My goal with chiropractic treatment is to make you feel and function better by providing neurostructural corrections to help put your spine back into alignment, to strengthen your nerve system, and to relieve nerve pain. We strive to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come. Our full-service chiropractic team in Bluffton provides corrective exercises, lifestyle advice, along with spinal and postural screenings.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nick Altair, and I'm proud to join the team here at Corrective Chiropractic. Our goal is to figure out what is causing your pain and restore movement to the optimal level. From infants to older adults, chiropractic is a safe way to manage growing pains and other body trauma. Did you know that chiropractic care can strengthen your overall immune system? Give us a call at 260-353-1400. Chiropractic care can help you on your journey to the best version of you.
Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Hello, this is Tim Steffen Financial Group. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving forward. We must balance staying safe and moving forward towards our needs and goals. We are here to help you with your future planning. Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana, would like to help you with your retirement, Roth IRAs, investments, and savings plans. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Rhonda Vandentop, 260-824-8175. And at that same location is Tim Steffen Insurance. We like to help folks with their personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Corporate headquarters in OSJ 9000 Keystone Crossing, 7th floor, Indianapolis, Indiana 467240. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3300 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. That's 260-353-3300.
American Mortgage, Equal Housing Lender, Indiana State 11063, NMLS 8246. Do you or a loved one need extra help managing your finances or making sure monthly bills are getting paid correctly and on time? Are you concerned that you or a senior parent may inadvertently provide sensitive financial information to scammers and fraudsters? Then contact Senior Money Life today at 260-296-0437 to get the help you need to stay safe and enjoy life more. Senior Money Life, located in Bluffton, Indiana, is here to help make life easy, providing you with a wide range of services including banking assistance, bill pay, budgeting assistance, financial monitoring, and insurance advocacy. Contact Preston Carr, Daily Money Manager at 260-296-0437 to learn more, or visit their website, seniormoneylife.com. Senior Money Life is a division of Christian Care Retirement Community. Senior Money Life is not a financial institution or a trust company. Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
And welcome back to the Castle. We are joined now by Norwell head coach Eric Thornton. First of all, congrats on the conference championship, your third since joining the Northeast 8, 10th in program history. Describe the feeling in the locker room following tonight's victory.
I think they're not ready to call themselves that, even though technically you're right. They have clinched at least a share of it. But they're all about getting some rest tonight and getting ready to get on a bus tomorrow to Kendallville at 8:45, and let's get ready to go play a really good basketball team tomorrow and try to earn an outright championship.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that later on. But here tonight, you got off to a really fast start, and it proved to be the difference. Came out with a lot of energy, built a big lead early, and really from there, New Haven wasn't really able to close the gap for good.
Yeah, they're very difficult to play against. It almost looked easy for us at the beginning, but New Haven is not easy to play against. When you look at Nard and Williams and what they're able to do, you think you've done a good job, and all of a sudden they're snatching an offensive rebound and putting it back in, or you think you have them contained, and all of a sudden they pop a jumper right in front of you, and you think, maybe I did something wrong, but they've been doing that to everybody and watching film. So credit to our kids for their start. They were ready to play. I think they remembered from last year that this is not how you remember New Haven when you're, in years past. Coach has done a great job for them, and That's a senior-led team who plays with a lot of pride. So really happy with the start. They cut into it a little bit in the second quarter, but then I thought we played pretty solid from there.
Let's talk about, and we've discussed it here on the show and outside of the Voice as well this year. You called it an NBA schedule. Tonight you turn around. This is the second time now you've gone back-to-back in conference. Now you've got everything on the line, making the road trip to East Noble tomorrow. Talk about how you're going to handle that in getting your kids prepared, and obviously not a lot of chance to watch film or prep for East Noble or anything like that, and going on the road in what has historically been a very difficult place to win.
It is a difficult place to play, and East Noble is just very good at what they do. New coach. He's got them playing very good defensively. I was just watching them on how hard they are to score against. For us, it's going to have to be over the course of 4 quarters again. And I love the fact that you're literally just playing for what's right in front of you. We really have to be good at what we do well, know a little bit about their offense and their 5-out and their flex, and just honestly, yeah, Coach Howard knows all about the flex as we look over there. But they're good at what they do, and just watching them play a few games here in the past, we definitely have a challenge tomorrow.
All right, so you've got a couple games left after East Noble, Jay County, and Lures, maybe weather pending. But a couple of the most important things you're looking at for your kids to focus on before you prepare for sectional.
I love the fact that we're going to have to really grind out some games here before sectional. I always think it's such an advantage to have difficult games going into sectional versus some easy wins.
Sure.
I'd rather be tested, and so for us, it's just trying again to draw back from some experiences we've had in close games against good teams. We fully expect that the next 3 games, Jay County and Lures will be no different. So 2 really good 3A teams to finish up the schedule. I think it prepares us well.
Norwell head coach Eric Thornton, thanks a lot for stopping by tonight. Congrats on the at least a share of the conference title, and we look forward to see you in about 15 hours. So.
It's going to be a short turnaround for the Voice. So thanks for following the Lady Knights. Appreciate what you guys do.
Thanks a lot. Norwell head coach Eric Thornton joining us following tonight's conference clinching victory. Alex Howard, final thoughts as we wrap up tonight.
Yeah, the way this game started, it kind of seemed like it was going to be the very sloppy night, but New Haven really turned it on there.
They were a resilient
quarter.
bunch.
Yeah, and it was nice to see the Knights kind of have to push through that early, and I'm interested to see how the Knights do tomorrow morning-ish.
Mm-hmm. It's going to feel like morning.
Yeah, over in East Noble. Like Coach Thornton said, 8:45, that is an early time after playing a game like that, but no different than playing, a game here at night and then having to go to school the next morning.
That's right.
Interested to see how they do with that and going forward finishing the season. We're getting close.
Outright conference title will be on the line tomorrow in Kendallville. We'll have audio-only coverage there for you tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll be back live on the air tomorrow night at New Haven as the Norwell fellas will be trying to get their first conference victory of the season. That'll do it here from Norwell tonight. Norwell gets their 10th program conference title, 3rd since joining the Northeast State, 71-55 over New Haven tonight. On behalf of Alex Howard, Megan Miller, our tremendous crew, and our owners, Scott and Dale Menser, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.